Alright guys, welcome back to another Formless Digital video. So today we're gonna be going over not too much of a difference, but we're gonna be going over just overall just how to find your setups, how to get the right sniper entries, and also if you have not joined the Discord yet, make sure you join the Discord. The description will be in the comments below because I will be doing like I told y'all before, I will be giving out $1,000 for people to go for their prop firm. So make sure that you join a Discord group so you can be able to get access to that and be able to keep up when I start doing that. Also, make sure you subscribe to the video and like, share if you're getting value in all my content and you've been liking it so far. If you have anything you want to learn, you want to figure out, you have a hard time, just comment below, because I know as a new trader, or just even people who are very experienced have trouble. Whether you're trying to figure out how to get better at the psychological trading, or you're trying to figure out your proper risk management, or you're just trying to figure out how to overall just trade and try to figure out a plan, a good strategy that you can use. And I always tell people, every strategy works to a certain extent. It all comes down to you as an individual, as a person, and how your mindset is when it comes down to your trading, because that can really hinder you on being a profitable trader every single month. But other than that, let's get into it. So clearly, this is an area that I have marked that never got tapped into. I've been trading Euro AUD and Great Britain AUD, but for those of my people in my Discord who've been trading Euro USD, this is for people who missed the class session. If you don't know, I do live class session every weekends for y'all, and I will be doing live trades. So with my when I start doing live trades with those, I will only do live trades when I see price hit is coming close to my point of interest. Because I'm not a huge scalper. I always go for 50 pips or more, even sometimes 100 pips. So I don't want y'all to be, when I do live trades, I don't want y'all to come join me live and y'all waiting for 2 or 3 or 4 hours just for me to finally enter in a trade, just watching price just to get to my point of interest. So the keep from wasting y'all time, I would rather wait for a price to get to my point of interest, and then or at least when you get close to it, when I know it's within the hour that it can tap into it, then it start looking, and then from there I'll have y'all join my live sets trades. But to catch those, you gotta be in my Discord group. It's not gonna be so y'all can be able to know, or just subscribe to YouTube and click the notification bell so you can be able to catch my live trades as well. So for those who want to be able to get that live trades and get that actual one-on-one, I wouldn't say one-on-one, but at least to get that real live experience to be able to learn and trade with me as well. So you're not by yourself. With Formless Digital, we're in this together. At the end of it, we got the same goal, and let's be proud of it every single month. But let's get to it. So you have this trade, you have the area that never get tapped into, and finally this low right here. If y'all wonder what this, people are asking what this indicator is. This is the ICT indicator. If you go to indicator and you just type in ICT, it's the first one right here by Leland Sholo. Click that, and then you can modify it on how you like it. Other than that, this is my if you want to know my how I got my setup, here's my time frames. How I got it set up so it can look right on the chart. Just screenshot this. I'll give you 5 seconds so you can look at screenshot it, or pause the video. And this is the green is Asian, the white is London, the gray is New York session. So these are the time frames of the kill zone. So if y'all wondering, and what you see here is the high and low of the day of what the bank algorithm operate on, not within the 12-hour span, but what is the high and low of the day that the bank operate on, because these are the most explosive moves throughout these times, which is usually from 7 to about from 7 to I would say from 7 to 3, from 7 to like 12 to 3 p.m. is usually when the most move happen. So this is like the algorithm of the day that how price operate. So from 7 in the morning to 3 p.m. is usually the most moves happens the most. So but let's get into it. So as you know, this low right here, this previous day low right here got taken out, right? And when this low got taken out right here, we had this last down candle. And I always tell people, after our low get taken out, we look for our order block setup or our mitigation setup. So after this low got this last, let's replay this for y'all, I feel like y'all learn better with the replay button. Let's get into it. Let's do this. So, as price took out this low right here, right? Let's kind of make this red so y'all can see this. As price took out this low, right? We want to automatically anticipate. This is the last candle. It really got taken out here, but you know, price came down one more time. So what we're waiting for the high of this last down candle to be taken out, or whenever it does that. And when it does that, right? Boom. So this is your entry right here. Once price tap back into this, that's your entry. As price tap into it, you're in it right here. This is already from here. This is already 27 pips. So this is why I always tell y'all, if I watch my previous video on sniper entries for scalpers, I always tell y'all, go to the hour time frame and find yourselves, because you're guaranteed, I promise you, you're guaranteed to get between 10, you're guaranteed to get 20 to 30 pips by looking on the hour time frame for our setups. And you can easily catch little small moves like this and just be out of it. And what you can do is go on the 5 minute and put your take profit based on the 5 minute. So when it hits your 20 pips or 30 pips, just get out of it. But other than that, for those like me who like go for 50 pips to 100 pips, because you know I like going for them kind of trades. What I tell people, wait after your entry, wait 2 hours after, because this is your entry point right here. So after your entry, you're in the trade, boom, it works out, you're in profit. After your entry, wait 2 hours, and I say that because once you at least 20 pips ahead of your entry, take your stop loss and put it 3 pips above your entry. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I say this, because let's say if you decide to go to sleep, right, and let's say price end up going down. Well, if price goes down, right, at least you're able to not take that loss and you're able to break even. If you can, your exit strategy is just as important as your entry strategy. So you want to have a good exit strategy. So what I've been doing lately that's been working for me is, and because I've been waiting like an hour or two, and then I put it 3 pips above my entry. And a lot of times it goes my way, but when it don't, guess what? I made at least $40 in profit, which that's considered a break even to me. Like $40 in profit is considered break even to me. Like I don't even consider that profit. That's like break even. So if you can break even on a trade just by, if you can take less losses just by just doing that one little thing, do it. Because that can save you and make a huge difference from, we're trying to get proof for these prop firms. So let's keep it going. Right? And then guess what? Boom. Let's say you didn't do that, right? And let's wait, because from your entry point, your stop loss should be 10 to 15 pips below your entry at all times. Keep it like that, because a lot of people, they try to use huge lot size and they don't want to use stop losses. Well, if you don't use stop losses, you're gambling. I'm just doing straight up flat. You're gambling if you don't use stop losses. So as you can see, price came this far down. So guess what? This if you would have took my method of at least putting that three pips, stay up 2 hours from your entry point. When you see your 20 pips, put it at 3 pips. So at least, and the reason why I say stay up 2 hours, because let's say it's going in that direction, you're able to adjust and try to catch a better entry. So okay, boom. Let's say boom. I took this broke even because I put it above 3 pips, right? And let's say even if you did took that loss, right? Because your stop loss gotta be 10. If your stop loss below here, and this is why I say this right here, you gotta think about it. If your stop loss is below here, that's already from this entry point to here. From here, this is already 17 pips. You see what I'm saying? That's 17 pips right there. Unless you're gonna be risking that much. But if you're gonna be risking 20 pips, then of a stop loss, then your lot size need to be way smaller. Like for example, I usually use a $5 lot size on all my trades for a $200,000 account with a 10 pip stop loss. But if I'm doing a 15 pip stop loss, then I'm gonna use a $3 lot size. That's $30 per pip. So, cause I'm looking to lose no more than $500 on every trade. That's how I operate. So I know, okay, my daily limit is $10,000. So I know, okay, hey, with that, I know, okay, hey, it's gonna take me 20 trades just to even finally hit my daily limit. And I have a good system that that I win a lot of my trades. So alone, I win more than I lose. Then guess what? I will be profitable. So unless this is the only way how I say this work, and this is nothing you can do. As your low bend, as the low is getting taken out, you can go on a lower time frame and try to catch it down here. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. As you see a low getting taken out, you can wait for the hour to set up. But if you want to, and you're trying to catch at the bottom, like I told y'all in previous video, if you haven't watched it, watch the previous video on how to do that. Go to the 5-minute and try to catch it at the bottom. And you can do that. And that will, then you can have your stop loss 10 to 15 pips below here. Then that's more of a safer entry. And it would never got hit. But if you're just strictly going off the hour, then okay, in this case, you would have lost that or broke even at least. So, but let's say you broke even or lost it, right? That's cool. That's fine. I know it's still going my direction, right? I'm going to just wait for another entry. Boom. Price mitigate. What is this? This is considered a mitigation setup because why? It fell this low right here. So because it fell this low right here and it broke above this last down candle of, that's my entry. So now my new entry is going to be right here. My new entry is going to be right here. We're going to change this to yellow. So gold, because this is my new entry. My new entry is now right here. Because this is what you consider a mitigation setup, because it fell this low and then it broke above the high of the last down candle. So that's my entry. If you want to, you can go by the previous structure, which is this, but I always go by the last down candle for a more better sniper entry. So as we play it, boom, you in the trade right here. Boom, perfect. It'll enter in. So now you're in this trade. You're in profit again. Guess what? You put it above 3 pips. Stay up an hour or two. Once it hit 20 pips, put it above. Take your stop loss and put it above 3 pips above your entry. So that way, hey, you can just you don't lose it. You don't lose it. And guess what? From that point, guess what? It's money in the bank. It's going up. And then it taps in twice. It taps in twice. So you could have had potentially another entry, to be honest. You could have had another entry. But sometimes it's kind of hard to know if you're going to tap into it, but you could potentially have 2 entries off of this. 2 entries. So even if you would have broke even on both of these, or let's say you just kept your stop loss where it's at, then guess what? This third one finally would have worked out, right? And then guess what? It would have went your way. But the problem is with a lot of people, and this would have been money in the bank right here. And you could have just had your take profit right above this high right here. And of course, once that hit, boom, take profit is hit. And you gotta think about it. Just from here to here, this is almost 100 pips right here. Just from there to there. So you gotta think about it. A lot of people will get discouraged because they constantly breaking even. But then guess what? You could have came the next day on a New York session. On London session, and could have caught that same entry. Because a lot of times when it's just that one candle that just taps in like how it does here, a lot of times it's gonna come back and test that area again to see if this low is gonna really hold. Because it's coming down here to see if the low gonna really hold. And the reason why I don't do above the previous, as you can see, because a lot of times this happens right here. It breaks through it. So that's why I always go by the last down candle. Because at least if it miss it, I can, because I do limit orders. So if it miss it, I can adjust it and go for another entry. Like here, hit another mitigation setup right here. So I could have had another entry right here. Boom. Even here. So that's potentially 3 entries off of that one setup. 3 entries off of that one setup. Because after your setup is formed, right? Because what happened? It fell this low. You gotta remember, this is still a previous structure right here on a small time frame. It might not look like it because it's not pleasing to the eye, like I told y'all on previous video, but this is a previous structure. So what happened? It tapped. That's why I always say the last down candle. And what happened? It tapped back into this. So after your entry plays out, at that point, if you're trying to get in again, your trades are off of mitigation, which is pretty much a retest off of where it just broke out of. And this is the last area. Boom. So you could have got 2 entries off of that. Or 3, potentially 3. Just depends on how you'd have done it. So the whole point of this video, I want y'all to be confident in your trade. Be confident in your setup. Like, don't be afraid to lose a trade. If you have proper risk management, and like for example, let's say you guys set like how I do mine. Let's say you guys set to where, okay, you only losing $500 on every trade, but when you win, you try to go for at least a minimum of $1,500 to $3,000 to $3,000 to $5,000, potentially $10,000. Cause I go for 50 to 100 pips on all my trades. It really just depends. Like if I go for 100 pips. Like for example, this setup right here, I know, okay, hey, this setup is this right here from here to here. If I know it's going for this high, and my entry is right here, you gotta think about that's 100 pips right there. So I'm going for that setup. That's a guaranteed. A 10 pip stop loss out of 100 pips. So you talking about 10 and 1 risk reward? Yeah, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. I would rather go through 2 or 3 different trades and break even, or lose it, just to finally catch that one good set. I finally actually work and it goes my way. So I want y'all to be more confident and don't be scared to lose a trade or make a mistake, because it's prone to happen in trading. That's just part of trading. Also, if you're getting value so far in this video, make sure you like, comment, share, and again, join the Performance Digital Discord group, because we'll be doing live trades, and we also do live class sessions every weekend for new people and also experienced people trying to get better and learn, and just overall a good community for people who are serious about trading and don't want to be by themselves. Because sometimes I know how it is. This is a lonely place, and it's very emotional. So Performance Digital, we are a family together, and we support everybody. So other than that, there's no disgracing how you trade. We're all in this together. So other than that, I'm not gonna keep the video too long. I will see y'all on the next video. Again, like the video, subscribe, comment, and if you want to keep up with what's going on in the Discord, and you want to keep up with the live trades, and of course, obviously the $1,000 I'll be giving out for the prop firm. And make sure you stay tuned, subscribe to YouTube, hit the notification bell, and also join the Discord group. Other than that, peace. Have a blessed week.